Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Daily Tarot. Very glad that you're here, whether you're a first timer, a long timer, or you're a cross watcher. Everybody's welcome to this somewhat unusual tarot reading. Let me tell you why it is different from all the rest of the tarot readings. First of all, it's archetypal. I read from only 8 to 10 cards, and I use 4 decks. I want a very simple, clear, direct, and empowering read for you. And so 8 to 10 cards from 4 decks gives plenty of room for any kind of variance and input, and yet it still keeps the message available to you. And the message happens to be that of manifesting energy. That's what I focus on, not predicting, manifesting energies. Again, giving you the power. You can choose to use it or not. That's your option. But I give you the power. I also do something called the hyper shuffle. You'll see that in a moment. And I get this read in a 10-minute window because, again, I want to empower you. And I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. A 10-minute read you can easily fit into your daily schedule. And that's the whole point. Alrighty, I mentioned just a moment ago something called the hyper shuffle. This is where it begins. This is with the cards that will give us the manifesting energy, the oracle cards. Let's go. And there you are, the Tao Daily Hyper Shuffle. Let's get to the reading for today. And we begin, as I mentioned in the beginning, with manifesting energy, fork in the road. Yeah, all of us are there. As we get to the middle of February 2022, we will, in many cases, find ourselves at this fork in the road. Last 2 years have put us in this position. We are now, in 2022, in place for making a decision about what our future will be like, what it will look like, what it will feel like. We are literally at a fork in the road and ready to make that decision, for the most part. There will be plenty of surprises on the cosmic roller coaster called 2022, for sure. Okay, let's take a look at what we have in terms of the coming and going energy to kind of help this journey. 3 of Cups, a rejoining, a deciding that yes, people are made for people. We need the companionship, we need the touching, we need the feeling, we need the being together. Maybe a little different than what it's been in the past. I don't think so. I think gradually we'll move to a much more solidified contact with fellow human beings. But we are at the point of celebrating our solidarity as humanity. And that is one of the energies that will propel us through 2022. Not that the troubles are going to be over, they won't be, but this is what we're searching for. The 4 of Wands, the happily ever after, the 1111 card. And we can do this. We can do this. We have the capacity. It's simply a question of, do we have the will? And over the most part of 2022 and probably for several years down the road, this is where we're going to have the action. Finding this place of peace, of happiness, of enthusiasm, of joy. Alrighty, because we want to make the contact again. To do that, we need a little inspiration, and we will get that several times through the course of 2022 and beyond. Ace of Swords, that's what it talks about. Some new information, some new ideas, a bolt out of the blue that makes so much difference. It changes the course of our lives. We are prepared to take this journey, this cosmic roller coaster ride. But there will be new information and new insights coming in the near future. And those pieces of information are going to make all the difference in the world and move us to our 4 of Wands, our 1111. Because, and boy, this card has showed up almost every day for the past week. You are getting out of Dodge. You know that you've been lied to. And the farther we get into 2022, the more you will understand that you have been lied to and how you have been lied to. And so, like this guy who, normally when you look at the Seven of Swords, he's stealing and going away and leaving just Two of Swords behind, and he thinks he's accomplishing something. You, I think, fit this card. Take a look. It's a yellow background. It's a positive background. I think you have taken what you have found to be true for you, those 5 swords, and decided that you were going to leave Dodge. You're out. You're not going to play the game anymore. You understand you've been lied to. You've been deceived. You will take what you know is true for you and move on to a much better and brighter future. Magnifier card number 1. Very powerful juju. King of Wands. It's that enthusiasm. It's that joy. It's that positivity. Nothing less. Doesn't mean you're going to have a perfect life. No, of course not. But you will take leadership for your joy, your happiness. You will take responsibility for where you move in your life. You can't stop the external things, but you can control your reaction to them, and that's what you are taking with you into the future. There's a group in the 60s called The Who, and they had a song called Won't Get Fooled Again. It's kind of what you're thinking about. Not anymore. Not going to get fooled again. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This, as all Pentacles, is action that moves very, very, very slowly, but it gets to the destination. Pentacles are things that you value. It's not just money. It may be your health. It may be your family, your friends. It could be kitties or puppies. It doesn't make any difference. What's important to you? The Knight of Pentacles carries the message that you have your value system, your new value system, and you're going to take it with you into the future, way beyond 2022. And here we have, wrapping up as usual with the vice versa cards, you're willing to work on your values, your new order of values. That's probably more than what you've done, as opposed to changing your values. I don't know. For some people, they have changed their values, but for more people, they've changed their order. What's your priority? The 8 says you're willing to work on them, and you are indeed. And again, as in all Pentacles, it's going to take a while. It's not going to be in a heartbeat, but you know what you feel. You know what you want. You know that love that you want to touch. The 9 of Cups says, yes, yes, this is what I want. Well, getting there is pretty simple. Here we have the reverse of the 10 of Cups. And what do you have in the background way up top? Ace of Cups, self-love. That's what's important, self-love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. So, that's the key. That's the read for today. The fork in the road, you are coming to that point. You may not see it entirely, but by the middle of January, middle of February, you will be in a position to start to make that decision and move into 2022. Making a decision, which way you're going to go. You're going to keep the old stuff? You're going to keep some of the old stuff and move into the new stuff. Where are you going? By now, almost everybody viewing this already has that answer. They haven't really done it necessarily, but that's what 2022 is all about. That fork in the road, that choice. So powerful. Taking responsibility for ourselves. Keeping our integrity. And that, my friend, is the Tao Daily Tarot read for today. Please, as usual, thumbs up. Let the folks at YouTube know that you like this. Be sure to subscribe as well, because that puts you on the daily feed, and we can join and talk tarot anytime at that point. But I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. So that means I will be here tomorrow with a brand new manifesting tarot reading, the Tao Daily Tarot. I hope you're there with me. But if you're not, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to get together and talk tarot, you know what I always wish for you. Nothing but blessings.